we are late to the party, and it's a double dose of Schmoedown, almost like during the Team League days in the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Yes, this feels like such a long time ago, but alas, we are here, and now it is the singles Ultimate Schmoedown, and we've got Sam Levine versus the Beast Bibbiani.
Our former foe, who we valiantly triumphed again. Barely triumphed again, but either way, we triumphed. And then Sam Levine, who doesn't have that great of a record when it comes to the singles, but has been killing it in the doubles and the teams with above the line Drew McWeeny, who just fell to JTE, which was a hell of a match.
Hell of a match, good match. The freaking sudden death.
Yeah, sudden
like the way that they changed it with the whiteboards. So good, because you're like, oh, he got it, and then he got it, and then it's like boom, boom, boom. Like when they miss, they both miss, and you're like, ah, and it was just
a lot of tit for tat, and it makes it very nail biting up until the very end. But JTE ended up coming out on top in that one. So now we get to see who is it going to be, Sam or Bibbs. Who you got? Alright, I got Sam. Sam is...
I'm thinking.
Keep thinking. I think Sam is going to end up coming out on top because the Beast Bibbiani, I mean, so many people were putting him up on the pedestal saying he was going to be the greats, and look what happened also with Drew McWeeny when that happens. I kind of want to see the underdogs. I kind of want to see what is going to happen to all the heads when they're cut off, and then these new, you could say up-and-comers. Sam Levine's not really an up-and-comer, but he's a little man in comparison. I want the little man to come out on top.
I would like to see Bibbiani get a win, but I think I'm going to have to go with Sam again, too. Sorry, Chris. I have to go with Sam.
Clark?
Yeah, Chris Clark.
Well, who'd Chris Clark pick? Bibbs? Okay,
He'll
so yeah,
I
gotta go against whoever Chris Clark chooses, because that's typically the person that ends up winning. So we are going to watch the battle between Sam Levine and William Bibbiani. Now.
It seems like some paper towels.
In this Schmoedown is against Bibbiani, except for me. I know that he has the brains and the brain power to be the #1 person in this entire show.
I'm gonna destroy everybody! I'm gonna growl you, and I'm gonna growl him, and I'm gonna growl you, and I'm gonna growl everybody. And your winner!
Oh my god.
Oh hey, that was so long ago.
Late to the party, pulls out the first big upset here, and knocks out the darling, critically acclaimed.
You guys, you knew the answers. You were a little too eager, but you knew the answers. And I just want to say that 5-point question was bullshit, because that's not even movie trivia. That is a me. I knew that answer. So it was a bit unfair. We still got singles coming up. I have all the confidence in the world. We're taking this thing all the way, and you're here to witness it. Get ready for it.
From hell's heart, I growl at thee. For hate's sake, I growl at thee. Growl, growl, growl.
So I got two things for you. First, let me ask you about the singles league. Is this something now you want to keep competing in singles? Ultimate Schmoedown's coming around the corner again. You compete in that. Something you still want to do?
Absolutely. I've said this from the get. I love a good fight. I'm here because I love movie trivia. The belts and stuff are fun.
Right.
And I know, a lot of people get into it, and a lot of those guys have real factions and stuff, and they take it very seriously. I love movie trivia. I'm always happy.
And your winner! Yes! Advancing into the finals above the line!
Oh, sorry. I got choked up on that one.
A little verklempt.
Everybody, and welcome to the Ultimate Schmoedown
The triple threat.
Singles Tournament. My name is Beerly Mark Baby Caracellis. That is Ken Knapsack, and sitting in between us, it's a Josh McCougas.
They have to have three because Christian's not there, so they need three to compensate for Christian.
For the lack of Christian.
The Ultimate Schmoedown. Sam Levine versus William La Beast Bibbiani. Ken Knapsack, are you as enamored by this matchup as you are by Josh McCougas' wardrobe?
Well, look at that thing, man. It looked like
very impressive.
It's a hell of a jacket.
It looks like Jim Harbaugh threw up.
It does. I was going to say it looks like Double Dare threw up. From, the 80s.
Desmond Howard puke.
Mark Summers.
Puke jokes aside, I'm looking forward to this one. The Inglorious one. Sam Levine, he's one of the more popular players in the game, Mark. But he does have 4 losses, but he still intimidates people because he's a calm, collected demeanor. He knows his stuff. And those losses, Mark Riley, Dan Murrell, you, Classy Clark Willis. If you're going to lose, that's a murderer's row.
That's murderer's row plus me. And Josh, when you look at this matchup, who do you think is going to be coming out on top? The Beast is technically the favorite here. It could go either way.
You know, Sam Levine he's a tricky trickster. You know, in the game, when we first had Sam Levine on Schmoes back in the day, and he played the game, he was unstoppable.
Best we've ever seen.
So coming into the movie trivia Schmoedown, we thought Sam Levine would be on top of Schmoedown Mountain, like whacking people away, like Sir Edmund Hillary back in the 1800s.
But he was going to say off.
But it has
not
been
accurate.
Not accurate. But right now, William Bibbiani, he may be the king of the entrances. He's a scary guy with the cleanest studio every time he leaves. But both of these guys are fierce competitors. I don't know if I can make a pick here.
It's close, and let's talk about William the Beast Bibbiani, Mark Ellis, because this is, let's say it, he's an angry man.
Angry.
He's had some big losses that, on one hand, might have humbled him a little bit, but they also just make him that much more hungry and determined.
That's why I love a matchup like this, because both of these competitors, however they came on the scene, they were like comets we had never seen before. Sam Levine with the game on the Schmoes No podcast, and then William the Beast Bibbiani with that first match where he threw near a perfect game, one of the best performances we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Since then, the competitors have had mostly their share of victories, but some well-liked losses, and here we are now with the row of other competitors here in the Ultimate Schmoedown that are like, I don't know who to root for, because either
In the
one
singles,
of
though,
these
he
guys
is
can go
coming off a
all
win against
the way.
Mance.
Right, if I'm going to place a bet,
Bibbs.
if I have it, it's probably illegal in most
That's
states.
true.
None of us do it right now. I mean, Bibbiani, the loss his team critically acclaimed suffered in round 1 to late to the party has got to inspire. Watching Roca not get eliminated has to inspire him. He is dangerous right now. He might be beyond this tournament dangerous. He's just so focused, angry, determined, but also, a little bit of a new demeanor, as you could see in what his pregame comments were.
Oh, absolutely. And for more on that, let's roll the tape.
Hey guys, this is Sam Levine. I am very excited to be participating today in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament. Let's do this.
Growl, growl, everybody. I am here. I am back. I am in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament. Yeah, teams was a bit of a letdown, but you know what? I am back, and I am in the
It's still so weird.
Schmoedown Singles Tournament.
So last year when I lost...
That was nuts.
I was gonna say someone like take
First
that
round
and like do wasted on
I
them.
lost on
The
questions.
GTA.
Yeah.
It really bugged the hell out of me. And he was a tough competitor. And I've got another tough competitor today in that of William Bibbiani, the Bibbs. But actually, I think he goes by the Beast. Whatever, he's not that scary.
Roca! I know I'm not fighting you right now. I'm about to fight Sam Levine right now, but he is a stepping stone. I am going to step on him and then move forward to probably other people, but eventually you!
I think
I do
he's
like
calling the stepping stone
Bibbiani's trash
is
talk.
pretty obvious and easy.
It's
hype joke, and,
outside looking
I feel
in.
like he could do better
I don't
than
know.
that.
It's very self-aware trash talk.
Yeah.
I've had some mistakes before. I have been guilty of hubris. I've been guilty of underestimating my opponents and thus setting myself up for dramatic ironies. I'm going to do the opposite this time. I am going to overestimate Sam Levine, and I'm going to set him up for a dramatic, ironic conclusion. Sam Levine is going to destroy me. Afterwards, he's going to uppercut a T-Rex with a fistful of pandas. He's going to go back in time and direct 2001: A Space Odyssey and come back pregnant with Eva Marie Saint's child. And then I'm going to win.
Nothing would be greater than to face Christian Harlow in the Schmoedown Spectacular later this year because, frankly, I think the guy's a punk. That's it.
Sam getting his digs in. I like this feisty Sam.
I mean, you see right there, Josh. I mean, both competitors prime. Sam Levine doing his cool, understated thing. Bibbiani, very big, bombastic. How do you get into the psychology of guys like this, and who do you think has the advantage?
You know, I don't know. I feel like this is going up against William the Beast Bibbiani. A lot going up like a guy on steroids in the '80s Olympics. You could see it in their eyes that there was something up there, and then you raced them and you watched them.
Like Mark's. Mark wants to laugh at it.
If you want to throw a racehorse up there against a man full of steroids, it's Sam Levine.
I think you're talking about a different game altogether, Josh, but it's close enough.
Movie trivia is what's
But as
happening.
you saw, Sam calm and collected, but he called out Harloff. He wants to advance to face him in December. And Bibbiani trying a new strategy. He's not going to underestimate anyone. He knows he's had some hubris that's led him down the wrong path when it comes to wins and losses, but he still believes he is the best.
If there's one thing you can take away from this match, folks, it's don't mistake calm and collected for shy, and don't mistake big and bombastic for cocky. Both these guys can play the ultimate Schmoedown, and Ken, as we look at the tail of the tape here, tell us some of the strengths of each competitor.
Absolutely.
Makuga gives a whole new
Bibbiani
meaning to
is
color
the
commentator.
He's got a lot of them, let's face it, the classics, Oscar movies, and growling. He has become excellent at
Growl,
that.
growl.
Sam, he scores in soundtracks. We've seen him dominate that type of stuff. 2000s, because he's been in a lot of movies in the 2000s. And, just being a charming performer. I love watching Sam work.
He's got a great voice.
I didn't realize what Sam was doing. He's like,
Flipping him off.
yeah, I realized at the end when he goes,
He's a Cubs fan, but we're okay.
Like
A
that.
movie star versus maybe the best employee
Cubs
the
win,
Blockbuster
Cubs
Video
win.
ever had. Josh Makuga, are you ready?
I'm ready, Mark.
Ken Knapsack, how does your throat feel today?
Oh, I feel great.
Let's have some Schmoedown. Say your line. Your
Oh.
voice is better.
Right.
Do the thing.
Do the thing?
Do it,
the
Ken.
thing.
Let's get
Do the
ready to It's Schmoedown time! Introducing first, representing above the line. With a
Vanessa's
record of 3
text tone,
wins,
too.
4
It
defeats,
is.
and 1 KO.
Has been for quite a while. Probably change that.
it's only because I'm too lazy to change it.
He is a specimen. He looks like a middleweight.
To a song Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Dave
He looks about as
Bow.
cool as Ferris right now. The song
See-
later appeared in a Twix commercial.
And I have more connection with Sam through like Doug Loves Movies too. And he was just in an episode with Clark Wolf too, so like I want him to pull through.
2 defeats and 1 KO. He's the call
Predator.
holder, the most points scored in a match record. He is William the Beast Bibbiani.
Yeah.
What's happening there?
I can't see him because he's invisible.
Something's happening. I don't.
I didn't even see him.
That was good.
He's invisible.
Where is Bill Duke? Gonna have me some fun. Gonna have
Get
me some fun.
That was good.
This is horrifying. Particularly Josh
Bibbiani
Makuga,
has been killing it with the entrances too.
Yeah.
Well, the editing team and Bibbiani
Yeah.
with the Mars attacks.
I don't like ghosts. I don't like predators.
okay.
I don't like beasts.
Folks, there's a reason why Josh is sitting between his 2 parents, Ken and myself. He is going to be okay. He has let himself. He is wearing toys. I think we can get through the match.
Absolutely. Male underwear is
Well,
the thing.
guys, we ain't got time to bleed. Are you ready?
Predator
to
reference.
Let's get to the chopper.
Sam.
Let's do this thing.
All right, then it's time. It's Schmoedown time.
That's right. That's what Ken says and points at me, and that means it's time to recite the rules for 2 men who do not need it whatsoever.
Whenever Ken drinks from his little sippy cup, it looks like he's huffing it. He's
Show it
like,
to the cameras at the same time. To us
It's like,
here at the answer desk. There's
Mel
penalty for
Brooks
missing
in
a
Spaceballs.
question. There is the feeling in round 1. William
Sniffing the
Bibbiani,
can.
You, the Beast,
Fresh
are
air.
the favorite. Are you ready to play?
President Screw.
Yes.
I thought he was going to
I
go
thought
the
it
other way.
froze
That
for a
was
second.
I know, I was like, wait, what just happened?
Very cool.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we
My
don't.
day job. My day job. I'm always waiting for the freaking video to freeze.
That's right, 9 times.
I either stabbed you or I
9
didn't.
times.
this.
Times. Your first question comes from the world of action-adventure movies. These are movies that feature action and or adventure. In the Ben Affleck action attempt reindeer games, who played Ashley, his love interest and prison pen pal?
Oh, God.
I wanted to see when it came out in theaters. It was right in my wheelhouse at the time.
Yeah.
I missed
Good
it. Did I miss it?
name.
I don't think so.
According to the editorial.
I didn't hate Reindeer Games. I thought Gary Sinise was pretty. He was basically Lieutenant Dan if he just went a different way in life.
don't remember
William
her name.
Bibbiani.
I want to say Charlize Theron.
That is a point for you,
Damn
sir,
it.
and Sam Levine.
I had Charlize Theron in my head, and then I was like,
Point
no, I
for
don't think
both
it's her. Damn it! I should put it down.
Thank you.
In the category of dramas, which Spike Lee joint sees Harvey Keitel investigate a drug-related shooting involving Mekhi Phifer and Isaiah Washington?
I love Mekhi Phifer's appearance in the Eminem song. He's good.
I don't know if
but
he,
he's good at the song.
if this is how you say it, or if this is even the
Spaghetti,
right,
damn.
I don't know Spike Lee joints very well.
5,
or if this is the
4,
right movie.
3,
I'm just
2,
guessing.
1. Sam Levine.
Clockers?
It is Clockers. William
I
Bibbiani.
don't know,
What
I
answer do
put
you
I
have?
almost wrote
Texas.
New
Clock
Jack
Stopper,
City.
but it is Clockers.
It is in fact
There you
Clockers.
go.
Perfect ball game early on, Ken.
All
I
right,
just guessed.
guys.
That's not
Category comedy. Third question coming in. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which character succeeds in cutting off the arms and legs of the Black Knight?
I think this is the funniest movie ever made.
You think so?
It's either that or Animal House.
Wait, that way.
Funniest movie ever made.
You've seen DC Cap.
I don't even know who's in that. Is that the one that Jake Steinfeld drives?
I was gonna go with my
5,
second Bewitched
4,
reboot.
3, 2. You're a Clippers fan? 1. William Bibbiani, your answer.
Tis but a scratch, and it was King Arthur.
That is correct, Sam
Oh, I'm
Levine.
such
I was
an
gonna
idiot.
put-
I literally just erased Arthur.
I was gonna put King Arthur, but I didn't know it was that.
I'll say King of the Britons is the proper way to write it.
I just put big tracks of land.
The Russian is cut.
Would you
Again,
write
it
it?
is cut. So work for the judges. We are not canceling the match. You will
Oh,
Tracks
And
of
now we go
land?
on
I'll have other
to
stuff to do.
I thought they wanted like the
Thriller
actor's
is the next
name, so I was like,
category. And the question therein
King
is
of the Britons.
which Alfred Hitchcock film starred Kim Novak
I
and
didn't vote
James
for you.
Stewart playing a detective forced to retire partially due to his fear of heights.
Yeah, I got a fear of.
oh damn it.
Come on, you know
Those are
it.
your big thing. Ken, what are you most
And it ain't high anxiety.
I know.
Questions with syllables that I can't.
I don't remember.
Xenophobia.
Seriously?
Come on, girl.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Kenny Xenophobe.
I don't know.
Pens down, please, Sam Levine.
I have a little vertigo myself after
You and David
I
Duvall.
guess
and
it's
Were you
that's the right
kidding?
name.
vertigo.
There you go, and he drew us a nice little picture.
Yeah, were you?
Nice guy.
You
No
honestly
points.
didn't know?
Vertigo.
No, I
points.
knew,
Oh, okay.
but I was
Your next
second guessing
question comes
myself.
from the category
Interesting.
of golden statue naked men, that'd be Oscars. In Oscars, what was the silent movie sensation that won Best Picture at the 2011 Oscars?
You ever thought of taking a bow sign?
Why can't I think of it?
Not really.
How long
parents
do you
used to
think-
play
Oh my
like
god.
Yeah, did you ever win? You versus David Who wins silent game?
I wish they'd asked about the first one.
Damn.
Yeah, that would
They
be-
always ask about the first silent film
Looks like they
Oscar.
have the answers based on their banter.
Yes,
Bibbiani?
lots of banter. It was the artist.
Damn
And
it!
Yeah, it
that
sure
is
was.
correct.
Damn
That
it.
certainly was.
Damn, I know.
Here we go, Ken Knapsack.
All right,
Isn't there a
guys,
little
your
puppy
sixth
dog in that
question
one?
comes in the category of rom-coms.
These are
that is,
romantic comedies.
comedies with a romantic tinge to them.
Yeah. Oh.
Enough said. Enough Said is one of the last screen performances from James Gandolfini, who played his co-star and romantic interest.
Big fan of James Gandolfini. Loved this.
I saw one episode of The Sopranos, and it was the one where David Lee Roth plays poker.
I don't know why this popped in my head, but it did.
Why do you think I watched that episode?
Because David.
I think I spelled her name wrong.
In
Oh, good.
5, 4, 3, 2,
think I
and
spelled her name.
1. Let's go to Sam Levine.
Elaine.
That is true.
That is
Get
true.
out.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus and William Bibbiani.
I also picked Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
You picked correctly, and Bibbiani still throwing a perfect game late into round 1. It is tied.
Because I could picture the front of the cover and they're sitting down looking at each other like, oh.
Practically tied.
Enough said.
Practically tied.
Yeah.
It's a virtual tie here. 1 point separates the tie. Fantasy sci-fi is the next category.
Science fiction.
And this is fictional science, and your question is, what color was Luke Skywalker's call sign at the end of Star Wars A New Hope?
Color?
big fan of them.
I've never seen them.
You should watch them because it's like
I'll do the whole thing.
Robotech meets
Color?
Slayer.
Yeah. What color was the squadron? When they say all their names at the end of New Hope, what color?
3, 2, and 1. We're going to need your answer.
Show it. You had it. You had
Did I?
it. Yeah.
Was it red?
That's correct.
Why? What
I'm
color do you
second
think
guessing
he was?
myself again too.
Red 5 standing by. Red button standing by. Red October
Well, I know
standing
that, but
by.
I thought maybe it was like
Red Fox standing by. Big Red standing
Ken
by.
and
I don't
Josh,
feel bad about not knowing.
this is the last question
Star
in
Wars
round
is not actually
one.
that interesting or important.
Gonna be-
All right, and that's why I'm going for Sam.
Only 2 points separates the tie.
Final question. Final question here.
Perfect so
In
far.
round 1, Beast.
I'm
if
just
you
a
get
second
correct,
guesser all day.
Coming of age. Coming of age category.
Your second guess would have been
Name
no
an
answer.
actor that
Exactly.
is featured as a student in the 1989 drama.
I didn't
Dead
hear the
Oasis.
questions.
Read it. It's right there.
Could be
Oh,
multiple.
a student?
Looking for one. Just one answer. One is the
Just
one.
need one, but we're gonna
The
start.
poor
at
man's
5,
Jim
4,
Carrey. What's his
3,
name?
2,
I don't
1.
remember
Sam
any.
Levine.
There were so many to choose from.
Yep.
I went with my homeboy, Mr. Josh Charles.
That is
That is
correct.
correct.
I saw him at Baja Fresh one time. He looked like a very nice guy. He's a beast.
Love Baja Fresh.
I'm going to go with the one who made me cry, Robert Sean Leonard.
Yeah!
Well
Neither one of them
done.
took Ethan Hawke, and that's because they know how to play the game well.
That's right.
Interesting.
But
Which is the one from
that means
Swing
William
Kids?
Perfect. And
Isn't he in
round
Dead
one.
Poet
Round
Society?
one. Roll the graphic, play the music, start the marching
Oh,
band.
he's getting
Now,
close.
Beast, you will get a bonus question for having a perfect round one. This question
Is this
is
it?
to you
Will
and
this be the day
only
that
you.
he
So
is
Sam Levine,
indoctrinated?
kick back and enjoy his 6-point performance
Inducted?
in round one. Your question, William Bibbiani. How many replicants was Deckard tasked to kill in the film Blade Runner?
2?
Strucker Hauer, Gerald Hanna. 4?
And that is correct. A perfect round for the Beast, William Bibbiani.
Congratulations.
Moving on to
Part of
round
the
two.
team
Round
now.
two is
Finally.
the wheel round, and
Late to the
each
party.
competitor will get 4. William Bibbiani, you
They're
are
gonna
not
get
only in the
jackets.
lead, but you also were the favorite. Would you like to spin first or defer to Sam?
I would like to spin first, and thank you for all that exposition. That was great.
That's what I am here to do. I put passion and emotion into every bead of sweat that comes off my
He
forehead.
is a
a lot of
verbose
sweat.
human.
Let's do this. Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn.
Beast gives it a spin. You got to be thinking he's looking for classics up
I
there.
like that spin.
He loves him some classics, and is it gonna get there? Is it gonna get there? Tarantino.
Just short of classics. Just
It's
short.
more of a
Movie.
Whitney
How do you feel
Seibold
about that
category.
one?
I got one more time.
He wants to spin away.
I believe that was an insult to Sam's
That's
career as
right.
he's in a Quentin Tarantino.
Sam Levine, so good in Inglourious Bastards.
Fantastic in the movie.
And Bibbiani spitting in his face.
It's true.
That wasn't.
If anyone knows him, it'd be
Not yet. I don't
Sam.
think it was
A
correct.
great
Then again, he just
Following
works there.
direction.
Great sound.
And
Ooh,
we are
that's
looking at
classic.
Festival Darling.
Festival Darling.
Festival
shot.
Darling.
The hell is
That's a
Festival
New
Darling?
category
From,
up
like,
there, and,
Say.
TIFF and all
doing
Yeah.
that will be
Interesting.
none other than myself, Mark Ellis.
Interesting.
That's what I'm, at least that's what I'm
William
thinking
Bibbiani.
it is.
You spun Festival Darlings. And your first question is thus. What is the end song performed at the finale of the film Whiplash?
I haven't seen that movie, I'm sorry. I know I need to watch it.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Caravan, B, Whiplash, C, Upswingin',
I'm gonna
or
do
D,
C.
When I Wait?
I mean, B would probably be, but I'm gonna go C.
I'll say D.
That is incorrect, Sam Levine.
Is it Caravan?
1 point for Sam
Wow,
Levine.
here he comes. It's a steal. Big steal, Mark. Huge steal. That is walking out of the grocery store.
You
with
should
no
have stuck
Henry
with the
Bar.
Your
first.
next
I know we're
question.
just like using that. Good job, Andrew, for you
Actually.
saying that. No, we just say it all the time.
Which character discovers that he is colorblind in Little Miss Sunshine?
Which character? Paul Dano's
You need the character's
character.
I
name?
need the character's name.
Oof.
Yeah. And I have multiple choice. I don't know.
Wow.
Is it A, Richard, B, Frank, C,
Dwayne.
Ed, or D, Dwayne?
Wow, I wouldn't have remembered that. I didn't remember that.
Nope. You would have had to go to multiple choice.
No,
That
it's
is
Dwayne.
Correct.
I believe it's Dwayne.
That's
It is
correct.
I see
Dwayne.
on the first one. I didn't know.
Oh, man.
I knew Dwayne.
Your
Should
next
have been
question.
actor at least. Paul Dano.
In the film The Diary of a Teenage Girl, Minnie aspires to a career as what?
Writer?
She's already a teenage girl. I actually didn't see it. Okay, let's do multiple choice.
Is it A, cartoonist, B, clothing designer, C,
I'm gonna say C.
singer-songwriter,
I'm gonna say
or D,
B.
filmmaker?
Filmmaker.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Sam Levine.
This is a straight guess. Is it cartoonist?
That's
1
correct
point
for
for
Brian.
Sam.
I saw the trailer. I saw the
Captain
trailer.
Steals.
This is really bad for me.
I saw the trailer.
Hey, man, it's all tied up.
We
It's
now
more of
Words
a
of
Clark
Mark Ellis,
Wolf
it is
and
have
uh,
a
losing all my
Scott
energy.
Mance
It
question.
is
Alicia
Or
Jones.
category.
wrecking.
That's
Poor
what I'm
Alicia.
wearing
Sam
here at the
Levine going full
Schmoedown.
She's been out of the
You
game
do
for a
have
while.
one
though.
question
Yeah, but that would
left.
probably be her
And
area of
Your question, if you
expertise.
get this right off the bat,
Her
you will
wheelhouse.
reclaim the lead from Sam
Yes.
Levine.
All right.
And your question is, what instrument does Dawn's brother play in his band in Welcome to the Dollhouse?
Do what now?
Fart is not one of the options.
Should be.
That's an oboe.
Do you know this?
I have an inkling.
An inkling.
Does he play
As
guitar?
an inkling, is an inkling.
Is that
an
your final
instrument?
That's my
answer?
final answer.
Guitar is incorrect, Sam Levine.
Is it piano?
It is not piano, it is a clarinet.
Oh, clarinet.
Festival Darling
Something
certainly
on the
played the
keyboard.
Beast
Well, I
there.
guess we know
Kept
what.
him from
It
2
has been a long
points.
time
Yeah.
since we've
That's
seen the
very
Beast struggle
true,
like that.
but-
If ever in this category or in this tournament, in this game, the movie trivia Schmoedown, the Beast flummoxed, and now Sam Levine spin that,
That wheel,
and
man. You
see
should have
the
stuck
on
with
this
the first
momentum.
one.
Sam.
Should have stuck with the first.
Sam Levine poised to quit after he got the third question, round 1 wrong.
Oh,
Now he
he's
hits
got
the 90s.
Keep it.
90s.
Let's rock and roll.
He's
Yeah.
gonna do it.
He is.
90s. Yeah, I got a hinkling. I got a hinkling.
Chris,
Inkling,
it's
that's
okay.
it.
You could
Says
breathe.
Inkling, that's what it says.
Breathe.
All right, you've got 90s movies, Sam. You're sticking to
He still
it.
has
4
time to
questions in this category.
lose.
Steal.
Who plays
and lose.
former IRA sniper Declan McQueen in 1997's The Jackal?
Oh, Bruce Willis. No, that's
I believe
Richard
it
Gere.
is Bruce Willis.
Incorrect.
Richard Gere, IRA.
Steal.
What a
This is
There
a
you
game
go.
of steals, Mark Ellis.
Steals.
It's a
Richard
game of
Gere was
steals.
I swapped him.
And suddenly all that momentum that Levine had,
Yeah, he's
maybe back
got
in the
a
Beast
pretty
corner
bad
a little
accent
bit.
in that movie too. It's not
Richard
good.
Gere
All
does.
right, question two. Question two. In the 1997 movie In and Out, who plays Cameron Drake, the actor who outs his
Matt
English
Dillon.
features being gay and is best actor accepted?
I love In and Out.
Matt Dillon.
That's correct. 2
Matt
points.
Dillon. This is a back and forth battle of bastards.
Joan
I like to say
Cusack,
that, Mom.
Tennis with
Kevin
movie
Kline,
trivia.
Tom Selleck, both without mustaches.
I don't. I'm fine, sorry.
All right. Third question. Who played Drew Barrymore's evil stepmother
Angelica
in
Houston.
Ever After?
That's right.
All the women in the room are gasping because clearly this was a seminal film for them in the 90s.
I liked
Yes,
it. Thank you very much.
All right, give me multiple choice.
A. Helen Mirren. B. Angelica Houston.
Yep.
C. Meryl Streep.
Yep.
D. Julie Andrews.
Could you repeat the answers, please?
A. Helen Mirren. B. Angelica Houston. C. Meryl Streep. D. Julie Andrews.
He's confusing it with Enchanted and Princess Diaries. He's gonna say Julie
Angelica
Andrews.
Houston?
Okay, good job.
Wow.
Good job.
She's evil.
Damn,
She's
you're
evil.
guessing now.
You talk
No,
about
that was
inklings.
process of elimination.
That's the old
Yeah.
Josh
Wow.
McCool guess right
They
there.
You'd be like,
they really
the
did
Grand
show me.
High Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you there,
Bruno.
Sam.
Thank you guys.
Don't be proud.
Appreciate that.
All right. Fourth and final question in this
Still, that
category
steal was
is,
huge
what
for
is
Bibbs.
the name of the American submarine captured by Scott Glenn in The Hunt for the Red October?
The name?
What is the name?
Of the yes.
American submarine.
Yes.
I believe that is the USS Indianapolis.
Incorrect.
Love that.
What you got multiple choice?
Well, there's a reason I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard play by Levine, cagey veteran.
The USS Tennessee.
Incorrect. Looking for the Dallas.
He got
Ah,
Bibbiani
the
got
Tom
closer,
Skerritt.
going more towards the
Yeah.
sound, but
Yes.
nonetheless,
Oh, I
Alien.
could even
Texas.
hear Courtney B. Vance screaming, "Way to go, Dallas!" I really
Very interesting turn events for both competitors here in round 2. And going into round 3, I'll get the quick take from my panel of commentators up here. Who has the advantage going in?
Sam feels he's got to be in a fortunate position here. He wasn't expecting to have that lead coming out of that round. To see Bibbiani put up a goose egg is something we don't see. But, you know, you can't count out the beast, John.
And you are up first, and your first category that the crowd selected for was number 2, and up here that corresponds to crime movies. Crime movies.
Crime time.
And your question for 2 points. Bricktop, Bullet Tooth Tony, and Boris the Blade are all characters in what 2000s gangster comedy?
8 heads in a duffel bag.
Really? I don't remember that. I don't remember their names like that.
That's what I'm going with.
I guess it could be, but I don't.
4, 3,
Maybe.
2. Bricktop, Bullet Tooth Tony, and Boris the Blade are all characters in what 2000s gangster comedy?
But you're right, they don't sound familiar. Only Boris the Blade does.
Whole 9 yards?
That is incorrect. Looking for Snatch.
Okay.
Snatch, and so Bibbiani still
let's
needing
do
some
this.
points here. Now you can take the lead and force Sam to answer his first question.
I would like to.
You selected, or the crowd selected for you, number 9. And that is the category of directors.
There you go.
These are directors that have directed a movie.
What movies?
And your question is, name 2 David Fincher movies starring Brad Pitt.
Fight Club and 7.
Okay. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
That too.
And
But Fight Club and 7.
one of the others,
No. Don't blink.
which I am weirdly blanking.
Oh no.
Fight Club.
That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct.
Don't know why I blanked on
It
that.
happens.
Yeah.
I had a stroke
was
when I was
digging.
up here.
Got
against
the lead.
Yes.
Viviani going into the dark recesses of his mind for that
Tell you
one.
what, that was tough.
And he walks out with a Fight Club. The first rule about Fight Club, I guess that he broke the rule for 3 points, Ken.
Absolutely, which puts it back to Sam. You're going to get a 2-point question. Sam, you chose the number 3. That is the category of dramas.
Perfect.
Dramas. In The Martian, who played the director of media relations of NASA?
Wasn't
It wasn't Jeff Daniels.
Wasn't it Jeff Daniels? Or was it?
Was he the
the Frick,
director?
what's her name? Kristen Wiig.
Incorrect. Looking for
Kristen
Kristen Wiig.
There you go.
Director. She gets to look
Yeah.
Because he was a director, but he wasn't a media relations.
Yes.
So
That's true. That's a funny movie.
Funniest
I was like,
comedy of the
That is a
year.
great movie about the power of humor to keep you alive.
There was
Great
too
movie.
much laughter to go again. Huh?
funny people.
All right. So, Sam, that means you still have to answer a question here. Your 3-point question coming next. You chose the number 8.
Yeah.
That is the category of 80s movies.
Okay,
80s
that's appropriate.
movies. All right.
The number 8.
In The Princess Bride, according to Vicini, what is the most famous of the classic blunders?
I don't remember.
I
I've
don't know
only
Princess
seen it
Bride
once.
very well.
Seen it once. It's the 30th anniversary, isn't it?
Never get into a land war in Asia.
That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct.
Nice.
Wow. Well
Puts
remembered.
Back to Bibbiani.
Okay, and suddenly Levine has forced the hand of Bibbiani, and Bibbiani, you have
Last
one
time we were
question
at Wendy and
remaining.
Destiny
It's one of the
even
huge
said
top
that,
points
too,
you're going to need to force
about
it
the
back
Land
over
War in
Sam.
Asia.
You selected number 6.
Yes, not
He's
number
a big
7,
fan.
which you had said before.
I never said number 7, although
did
it
off
is
camera, you probably cut it
lucky.
out.
Number 6
Okay.
corresponds to fantasy sci-fi.
Okay.
Fantasy sci-fi. And your 5-point question. In the film Looper, who plays Abe Mitchell, the man who manages the Loopers?
Ooh. I don't remember. What's his name?
John Hurt.
And
Literally just said the name.
Jeff Daniels? Really? I can't remember. I saw it in theaters when it came out. Haven't seen it since.
I've seen it one other time after theaters.
Daniels
The name has been said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sam.
Just can't underestimate in a clash of styles the one that talks the least, the one that carries the biggest stick. That ended up being Sam Levine here today. Bibbiani with some really tough questions in that round 2 Festival Darling nightmare of a wheel wedge, but Sam Levine stepping up. John Fukuga, your thoughts on today's?
I'll tell you what.
That's like
this
classics for normal
Schmoedown,
people.
It
Like,
really is the March Madness of Schmoedown. The stakes are higher.
It's
the
mayhem.
questions are- It's mayhem. It really. Today's match was fantastic. I thought both dudes really fought through some tough questions. Maybe that Festival Darlings category is my new nightmare. That will keep me up at night. thinking about Festival Darlings.
That's right, and you compare it to March Madness, Ken, it might be like a Duke early exit here for Bibbiani, but for somebody who is built to last like a Michigan State, that's more Sam Levine's speed.
I'll quote
Sports
the late great
references.
Jack Buck. I don't believe what I just saw. That
Yes.
was an impressive feat from Sam and William Bibbiani. He's still the beast. He came up with a goose egg in round 2, something I did not think we'd see.
That is the ecstasy and the agony of the playoff format here in the Ultimate Schmoedown. For an interview with the winner and the loser of today's match, we throw it over to our very own Jen Sturgill.
Oh God, does
Take
that mean
away,
Chris
Jen.
has to
What's up,
apologize
Schmoedown
to like
fans?
1,000
I'm here
people or
with Sam
something?
Levine.
I don't
That was
remember what he
amazing.
said.
You know, I
Chris.
often say
Don't do
that
it,
luck
man.
plays a huge
Chris.
component in the Schmoedown, and I was certainly the beneficiary of some bad luck on Bibbiani's part and some good luck on my own. And contrary to what he believes, I was only guessing on Whiplash when I said Caravan. I knew Paul Dano's character was Dwayne, and what was the other one? Exactly. I
Diary
can't
of a
remember.
Teenage
Diary of a
Girl.
Teenage Girl. I saw the trailer and I remember cartooning, so that's an educated guess.
But let's be real. When he landed on that, we didn't really know what we were getting into
No.
with Festival Darlings. Were you shocked at the level of difficulty?
Those were some very hard questions. Having to name a character in a movie is always hard. Because that's generally not something people remember unless we're talking about a super famous movie.
Yep.
And it's
Right.
certainly a well-liked movie, but I don't know that anyone could just off the top of their head name a character in Little Miss Sunshine.
And it was a close match the entire way through. Tell me when you were going into that
Yeah.
third round.
It was.
What were you thinking?
So
I was
close.
just thinking, I made it here and I have the points lead, don't blow it. And then I was so angry at myself for not getting my first question, which I don't even remember what it was, but it was one I should have known. Is that... Anybody remember it? Nope, no help.
Nope.
Well, whatever my 1 point question was, I blew
His
it.
what?
But I was very happy
His
that
first
I
question.
remembered The Princess Bride well enough. I was sitting there for a second,
That was
legitimately
amazing.
replaying the scene as best I could in my own brain.
Wasn't
because he
the
only says those
Kristen
two things,
Wiig
but I
one?
just couldn't remember
Was
the
that his
order.
first question?
And I figured.
I don't know if he meant
I
first
vaguely
question of
remember
the
him
entire
saying,
game or his
the
first of the
second
final
and lesser
three.
I thought it
known
was the first of the
is
final 3.
Never bet against a Sicilian when death is on the line, so I took a shot.
Were you a little nervous after that first round when he got all of them right?
I was a little nervous, but not terribly nervous because I know how big a factor the wheel is. And if you can
And
keep
boy,
it within,
it was a factor today.
I feel like if you can keep it within 2 or 3 points, the wheel can be your friend.
So now that you won, you're going to face either
Yep.
Jason
And then you're just shooting threes after that
Wow.
point if it's more
I
than
mean,
that.
That's
really,
a tough one.
Sophie's choice.
That is a tough one. I mean, Jason Inman is a fierce competitor. I have watched his matches. That guy knows his stuff, and he's a decent person. John Roca, on the other hand,
There he goes again.
is a monster in human skin form, and I would gladly take him on to take him down.
Awesome. Well, best of luck to you the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
This was a phenomenal match, and we can't wait to see what the rest of it looks like for you.
Thank you very much. I'm as surprised as anyone else here today.
Wow, Bibbs. That was a tough match.
That
Where's
was-
Ricky?
Ricky is wheeling and or dealing. He was very non-specific, but I assume he is out there making the deals and or the wheels in order to make the Growling Commandos.
He's making
at
a
least
wheel
like a book
pour.
deal or
He's
something.
busy.
Do this? I don't know. We're obviously not doing that great in the.
He puts the machine in machinima.
That was definitely a tale of 3 rounds. In
Yeah.
that first round, you killed it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
feel
did.
pretty
I
good
did
about
really
yourself.
good,
You
yeah.
hadn't been feeling confident going to
Yeah.
that second round, and
Feeling
then
good.
you landed on Tarantino, decided to pass, and landed on Festival Darling.
And I thought I was going to do fine. I go to festivals. I go to Sundance almost every year. I go to Toronto National Film Festival almost every year.
Name dropper.
They I name a festival. I mean Toronto.
Yeah, I
me and
love
Toronto
Jim.
are like this. No, but like those were like really specific questions. Those were not like general. Hey, remember that movie? It was just like, no, you'd better remember Paul Dano's name. in Little Miss Sunshine, and I'm like, no, it's Paul Dano. That's who that was. That was Paul Dano. I don't need to know his name. I know it's Paul Dano because it's Paul Dano.
And somehow, as that round wasn't hard enough, Levine came up with the answers for two of them.
I know. And
what was
it
that about?
Pure guessing too. Pure guessing on his part. Here's the thing with me and Sam. Me and Sam are both, actually, I think we're both very good competitors.
You're amazing.
But we both have really bad luck sometimes. We just get a movie we never saw, or spin of the wheel that's just doesn't go our way. And this time, the wheel favored Sam.
Yeah, but the wheel favored you.
I'm going to watch him. I'm going to watch
the wheel
him progress
favored him in our
through
match,
the
for sure.
Schmoedown as my avatar. I look forward to seeing him kill everybody, kill Roka.
Hitchcock,
if he
you did.
possibly can. That'd be great. Meanwhile, I get to stay at home and not drive to Burbank in rush hour traffic all the time. So really, I get to. It's not a win for me. I'm not going to go that far, but I get to look on the bright side a little bit. But man, that Festival Darlings, Little Darlings would have been a better category for me. Just nothing but questions about Little Darlings. It would have been fine.
It may be the new movie release dates.
They expect you to know those movies inside and out, man. Beware the Great Red Dragon. It's Festival Darlings.
Grow. Aw, poor Bibbs.
Sigh.
Aww.
You see right there, I mean, clearly the Beast flummoxed by Festival Darlings, Josh. That might have been the hardest draw I've ever seen.
I hate Darlings, and I hate festivals. Put them together.
Kill your darlings.
Worst. The worst. But you have to hand it to Sam. He's ready.
That's a good movie.
He knows he wants
I liked
Harloff in December. It's
got Paul
spectacular.
Dano in it.
He is out here. Like I said, those 4 losses prior to
I think that
all
was Paul
big
Dano.
names.
There's 2 people that like look alike, and it's Paul Dano and some other person.
Sam Levine
No, it was
Bibbiani. He's not going
Dane
anywhere
DeHaan.
except for the moment. He's going to have to sit on the sidelines and
I
watch
think.
the rest of
See,
the
those
Ultimate
they.
Schmoedown
I get
tournament.
those two
Like
mixed
all
up
of you
sometimes.
guys out there, so make sure right now you
I know
join
Daniel
the
Radcliffe
Facebook page, Movie Trivia Schmoedown, and check out the Schmoedown Rundown podcast for all the latest in the goings-on of the movie Trivia Schmoedown. For Ken Knapsack and Joshua Hercules. But
Like, subscribe.
Joshua Hercules.
Thank you guys so much for
Love
watching
it.
here today. Subscribe right here to Collider Video.
So Sam Levine
Hell
ended
of a
up
job, man.
pulling through with some good steals on both sides too.
Yeah.
Bibbiani took a 2-pointer from him. Sam was chipping away with 1-point steals here and there. It definitely was a hell of a close game, and man, that new category on
I know,
that
even
wheel.
to the point like too where Bibbiani was like, "Do you know this?" And he's like, "I got an inkling," so that's why he went with the 2-pointer,
Yeah.
hoping that he would just, because if you get multiple choice, you could totally do what Sam did.
Yeah.
Educated guess, and there's a lot of times where there are questions I'm like, and then I'm like, well, I have an inkling of what it could be, and then when they go to multiple choice, I'm like, well, it's not this, and it's not this, so it's got to be this.
Which is definitely what he probably did with that Ever After question. Like, Julie
Right.
Andrews, he knew that she was actually in Princess Diaries, which could be confused with Ella Enchanted, but he knew it wasn't that, and then going with Meryl Streep, knowing she was in the Into the Woods, and kind of focusing that way, and never really seeing her play the evil queen. Helen Mirren, I mean, she was a legit queen versus evil queen, so...
You mean evil stepmother.
Well, yeah, I mean, the evil stepmother always had, like, that evil queen
Ever After was
mentality.
like a Cinderella.
Lady Tremaine was totally acting like an evil queen the entire time. She was terrible. She was awful, Lady Tremaine.
She was awful.
But yeah, either way, he was able to pull it through with the process of elimination, like he said. And yeah, I have to agree with Bibbs on that freaking Festival Darlings. Like, Paul Dano's character, I love Little Miss Sunshine. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But I didn't memorize their character names, that's for sure.
I know, character names are kind of, unless, like he said, unless it's a very, 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 very popular movie.
Right.
Names don't, or
Yeah.
I have to watch it like way over 4 or 5 times before, and even then I'm like, wait, what was this character's name? Like,
Yeah.
I know the actor, I don't know their character names, because a lot of times too you're not paying attention to what their names are in the movie, you're just paying attention to what's going on in the movie.
And that's the thing too, is like Sam said, if it's something that's much bigger and grander, of course you're gonna get enveloped
So
into
in a way,
the characters. So.
to be well-rounded in movie trivia, Festival Darlings is definitely a good one to have up there, because it could take a lot of people for a loop.
Yeah, Looper took him for a loop, so either way, yeah, not looking forward to ever getting back into that match and having that on our wheel if that ever does happen in the future. Bibbiani, like he said, he gets to relax. That's kind of how we felt after round 2. It was like, at least we don't have to do the traffic and the long drive anymore. It sucks, but yeah, at least we don't. It's nice to sit at home and watch it.
We have 7 hours of traffic.
7.5. But that's the thing, is he's out again, which is crazy for Bibbiani, but I really want to see Sam Levine and John Roca go up against each other. So hopefully Roca does pull it out in his match, and then we'll get to that battle between John and Sam.
Yeah, but if Jason pulls it out too, that'd be awesome.
True. It's absolutely right. That could be what happens, yeah. But it's kind of the way we wanted it to go, like with Team Action and Top 10. Like, it could go either way, but that's kind of what we wanted to see happen, and it did happen. So the fact that Levine's kind of focusing towards Roca, and Roca's, a little trash-talking Levine, I'm excited to see that come to fruition. But either way, thank you guys for watching our reaction to the battle between William Bibbiani and Sam Levine. You could like, you could subscribe.
And you could do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. You can hit up our Patreon, kick into the party, fuel the party, keep the party going, gets us where we need to go. We will be going to Old Tucson Studios on Friday the 13th in October for Nightfall.
Yes.
It is their holiday town, haunted town, basically.
It's their Halloween-themed overlay of Old Tucson Studios.
Yeah, look at her using that Disneyland terminology. Yeah, essentially it's a haunted town at an actual, studio-used set. Yeah. Essentially. So be there if you're in the Tucson area, Arizona area. We will be there.
It's very dusty.
Friday the 13th. So scary. Either way, thank you guys so much. And as always, now it's time to say goodbye. Bye.